Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here to bring you a quick message from Spirit for a postcard from Spirit for May 2022. Keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about today, and know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take in your world, and how you get your fulfillment. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and my friends, it's something that only you have, because this power, it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, so use it wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, join the journey with me, hang out in my kitchen more often. I'd love to have you along this ride. So the monthly zodiacs will be coming up after this, but every month I just like to add a little postcard just to see what Spirit has in store for us. Before I get started, I'm going to call in my team of light, my team of angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Metatron, as well as any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. I ask them to join us now to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, as well as delivering messages that are for the highest good of everyone. No second-rate messages here today. So let's see what we get here. This is for all signs. Right away, butterfly. I feel like it's time for transformation, and they're showing me this one up at the top there, where she actually does have like butterfly fairy wings again, and it says you are loved. So, dear you, there is balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. So now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly what you need to do, or you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow of cycles in your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right here with you, our little umbrella drink, smiling at your success, loving you so very much. And Spirit's asked me to take the bottom. I feel like this is a great time. It's leveling up. And you know what? Going with the flow is also important because it's helping us. What I heard is kind of release any fear-based mentalities that are worried about like not having control over everything or not being more spontaneous. This is really going with the flow. And like Spirit said, the more we get used to this, the more we're going to flex our spiritual muscles, the more we're going to get used to it. But I also think that it's just like important for you because like it said, go with the flow of your life. Don't, if you feel there's a lot of pushback, maybe it's not the time to do whatever it is you're wanting to do, but like Spirit said, you're gonna know when it's time to flex those muscles, and my friends, do it. Okay, I'm working hard. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but flex those muscles, get them stronger. And even if it's not your actual muscles, it's your spiritual muscles, flex those muscles. So the bottom of the deck is with love and a heart. Know that you are loved very, very much, that you are supported very, very much. And what I heard, even though it's not here, is like, if you knew you would be supported in whatever you do, what would you do? Go with the flow of your life and take the opportunities that are presented to you if they feel right for you. So the bottom is, dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide to stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. This is an absolutely beautiful message for me, to just go with the flow. I absolutely love it because I feel like it's speaking to our free spirit within ourselves, saying, my friends, get up and go and explore. The weather is nice. Take a long walk. maybe for some of you this is hiking, for some of you I heard geocaching as well, but taking a bike ride, or just like going somewhere you've never been, going to a beach somewhere you've never been. There's so many different things here, but it also says accepting our world as it is, and this is the point of freedom. So they're giving me an example, okay, of maybe you don't have a car. In some ways we may limit our own freedom by the narrative we're speaking about this. I can't go very far because I don't have a car. I can't. And instead of looking at all the things that we can't do, let's start thinking about, well, what can I do? What can I do? And start working on empowering ourselves, okay? And what they're also saying to me is finding other ways. Because this is also like, if we know that we keep trying to do one thing the same way and it doesn't work, we need to learn from our mistakes and go, is there another way I might be able to do this? So before I move into the tarot, I also brought the Dragon Oracle. And let's get a little bit of advice moving forward. And are moving through this flow and going with the flow. We get the Rose Pink Dragon. And it says, it prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love, diamond light, and connect with the love of the universe. And we also have here the Lilac Fire Dragon. And to me, this is really following your heart's passion, but doing it in a way that really loves and respects yourself truly. This is to transmute through the power of divine love. And it opens to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. I think that, what I heard is you are being called and asked to really open up to that childlike sense of wonder. They're asking me to take the bottom of the deck. Actually, there was Kuan Yin, and you also have this blue gold dragon, which strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. So this one here, Kuan Yin's dragon, says, it brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. I think this is just really, really important. Again, they keep saying, go with the flow. You have no idea what opportunities May could bring to you. This could be an absolutely fantastic month. And what I heard is, if you don't feel like anything is being kind of, what I heard, handed to you, this may be where some of us, they're saying Terminator, okay? Terminator 2, when Sarah Connor they're in the bunker, and she carves no fate but what you make into I think it's the picnic bench or whatever it is. But I feel like this is going to be important to move with the flow. But that idea of no fate but what you make, there is a divine plan and order, absolutely. But we all have free will, and if we choose not to go towards spirit, not to go towards those nudges, we're not going to move. We're not going to be able to experience this divine love, is what I heard, and not being able to experience everything that this world has to offer for us. So we are definitely, what I heard is being asked to clear the veils over our heart, to open up our heart, to clear any blocks that would stop us from experiencing this world in full technicolor. So this one, again, to stand in your power, to stand in your wisdom. Things are being reset. Many of you, I heard, we may be coming into a point where, what I heard is, too, we could be coming from a spot where we've really had a heavy winter, or we've really had to transmute a lot. We've had a lot of lessons. We could have made a lot of mistakes. And this is Spirit's time saying, it's okay. Lighten up. Whatever we bring to you, whatever opportunities, people, places, accept what is there for your highest good, and really truly accept in your own mind and your own heart what your feelings are towards that. Because we can move with the flow, right? But there is a difference between what I heard is getting carried away with the tide, or getting carried away and swept away with everything. We want to take time for what we want to swim towards, so that if this tide comes in and it's moving us in a direction that we just know is not for us, that this flow is not for us, we're strong enough to swim out of that current. So you have Earth and Air Dragon, represents perfect balance in heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Do things that make you feel really grounded. And again, this is really, I heard, enjoying the pleasures of this earth plane. For some of you, this is taking a walk barefoot. This is really breathing in the fresh air, looking at I heard cloud watching, looking at the sky, just doing things that really, really connect you to earth and heaven here, because there's so much about spirit Spirit leading the way. Spirit's like right there for you, right? Asking you to go with the flow, asking you to have radical trust and acceptance for yourself and the way that you feel called to move. So this is going to be really important, again, to ground yourself, because I feel like as well, I'm an air sign, I'm a Gemini. So sometimes if I'm not really grounded, I feel like I'm just like, woo, all, you're constantly tied in, but you're not grounded into this physical, and that can really exhaust you. So just a word for the wise there. I have the Muse Tarot, and we'll get a little tarot wisdom moving forward for this month, please, Spirit. And we have the Knight of Inspiration. One thing I heard here is you may not want to move too fast. Even though we're moving and we're going with the flow, it may not be that all doors are yours to open, or all avenues may not be for your highest good. There could be a lot of different places you need to go with this flow. So we also have the Hermit in the reverse. For some of you as well, I feel like this is Spirit, and why they're reminding you to go with the flow is because they're seeing that potentially you have kept to yourself quite a bit. You have not shared your visions. You have been, what I heard is kind of closed-lipped or tight-lipped about a situation. And it's time to stop walking that path fully alone. What I heard is it is really time to embrace your friends. It is really time to embrace family members. It's time to embrace loved ones or soul family. For some of you, I heard, like, when I'm saying it's time, not to spend so much time alone, this may be triggering for you, but it may also be troubling, is what I heard, is because some of you are like, no, I like my own company. And I understand this fully, because we're not draining ourselves, right? What I heard is, though, we want to make sure that we're doing things that activate our soul, that activate our body. For some of you, what I'm hearing as well is exercise and working out. This is that mind-body connection of understanding and grounding ourselves in this physical by okay, weird. I heard active movements, which when you're moving, you're usually active. But this is also doing it intentional, so that we're moving for a reason, we're moving for a purpose. And I also think that it's going to be very important if you are, working out. Set some intentions that you're going to feel great after this. You are going to feel great after it. But for some of you, I heard as well, like moving into that stage, it's not always the easiest to pump yourself up or to motivate yourself to go do something that's hard, right? I always laugh because people, especially if, we're struggling to get our workouts in, it takes energy to work out, and it takes energy for us to be able to get to that point where we now have like so much abundance, and energy. And we may want to give ourselves excuses, and we may want to say, no, I don't want to do it, too tired. All of the different things that we can tell ourselves. But I think it's going to be important for how you speak to yourself about this and how you motivate yourself. Because for some of you, I heard listless, okay, for some of us it may be that there's all these different opportunities, but I just want to stay home and do nothing. And Spirit is, I think, very strongly guiding against that right now. Because that's not going with the flow, that's staying stagnant. And what they just said is, think about a puddle or a pond that goes stagnant. It gets nasty green algae on it, and then it ends up drying out with this muddy, crusty green stuff on the bottom. And to be honest, they're saying you don't want that to be your life, right? We don't want stagnancy. So I dropped a bunch. We have here the Page of Voices. So this would be the Page of Air. She's definitely, to me, I feel like she's adjusting her vision, right? She may have other people as well. What I heard is swirling around in her head. And there is definitely some ideas here. I think that this to me, this speaks of really trying to process what you feel is yours and your ideas, and what you feel may be kind of influenced from others. What they're giving me as well, which could be why you were hanging out on your own or not sharing your vision as well. But one thing they're showing me is her blue eyes, again with this clear eyes, that we're going to see the truth. We're going to be able to speak the truth. But there may have been people in the past who, again, wanted you on board with what they wanted you to do because it suited their needs. And I feel like you're going to be really coming into a place where it's time to dance to your own beat. It's time to dance to whatever song is playing in your head. And what I also heard is not the mass media. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the World Cosmos in reverse. You have the High Priestess. the Six of Emotions in reverse, and the Queen of Inspiration with this Page of Faces. What I heard is something is going to turn around, or it's about to turn around. One of the postcards. One of the postcards discussed, where is it? To go with the flow, and that you will know exactly when it's time to flex those manifesting muscles. They're telling me, they're saying nothing you want comes for free. And I don't think that this has to do with money. I think it has to do with your time and effort. That nothing we truly want is just going to fall in our lap. And when it does, even if it comes to us with seemingly little or no effort, there's two things on this. One, we have to maintain effort to keep it. Two, just because you may not have went out after this situation doesn't mean that energetically we didn't pull it in, that karmically we haven't pulled this in. This Queen of Inspirations as well, I'm going to grab a message from the book for you. They're showing me the leopard, though, or cheetah, or whatever it is, but to me this is something that's fast. So it also talks about intensity, for sure, the allure of intensity, but I also see these pyramids on what we're focusing on. So the Queen of Inspiration reaches out over the horizon and she waves her hand, summoning an unseen face or force of intention and love. She is the embodiment of warmth and confidence, compassion and determined joy, and she is seeking inspiration from the land below. Connecting to the ethers above, she downloads the keys to creation, and she imbues the land with the belief and self-expression. This queen is a powerful messenger of connected creativity, and she wants you to know how accessible her creative force is. She asks you to hear the tones of creation with her. She plucks their strings one by one and tells you to move in a direction of desire, knowing that you can master this expressive attainment and success. Follow the sounds of your inspiration and enthusiasm and explore the edges of your courage, your self-acceptance, and your leadership. I think that's a really important message. This is just to really, really tune into your heart, to trust as you go, to lead with your heart, to really trust your experiences, and to trust your way forward, to lead with compassion, and to be inspired in all that you do. So that is the message I have. I hope it resonated. I love you all. Mwah. Hope you have a great May, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye, my friends.